Hey, welcome to another behind the scenes of Survivor. One of the key components in us being able to pull off this show is when we come into an island community like Fiji is finding people that we can work with to help us pull it off. We found a great company, and what's unique about them is not only do they help us, but if you're a Survivor fan looking for adventure, come visit somewhere like Fiji, they can help you too. It's called Blue Lagoon Cruises. Had a little chat with the sales manager. All right, so Leilani, it's hard to find places in the world where you can go with your family or on a honeymoon or with just some buddies, have a good time, feel safe, and still feel as though you're getting the real experience. This is how Fijians live.
Exactly.
It's somewhat modern and somewhat old school, and you get it both.
Yeah, you get the mix of both of the cultures. We're in tune with what's happening with the rest of the world, but the great thing is you can still get that historical and cultural and traditional feel out here in Fiji. We're known all around the world in terms of our hospitality of the Fijian people.
Bula.
The Bula spirit, you know, the Bula atmosphere. And when you come out and you cruise with us through the Asawas and the Mamanudas, then you really get to embrace that whole Bula atmosphere with us.
And even though it is a boutique experience, you still have all the things like snorkeling, and you go to islands, and you actually go to Blue Lagoon,
that's right,
where they shot the movie.
Lagoon. Yeah, that's right. We do some amazing experiences like snorkeling with the reef sharks, swimming with the manta rays. You know, you have some really great experiences as well as a cultural aspect. You get to go out to the villages, participate in a kava ceremony.
We've had kava ceremonies on our show, and people ask, do they really still do it, or is that ceremonial? It really is still a part.
Oh, it's a real big part of the culture out here in Fiji. It originated from when the high priests used to want to converse with the spiritual gods at the time. And since then, it's still part of every major ceremony that we do here in Fiji. For instance, you can't go to a village for the first time without actually doing your sevel sevel, which is your kava ceremony.
Really?
Yeah, you can't. But also it's become a social drink now. So you'll see people, you know, after a big hard day of work, they'll be gather around the kava bowl and having a baby mix. So
the other thing that we utilize a lot from your company is a daily ferry.
Yeah, so basically with South Sea Cruises, we are Fiji's leading day trip and also vessel operator.
And for Survivor fans, of particular interest is you guys were actually very cool in skipping one of your normal stops because we wanted to use that beach.
Yeah, that's right.
So now, if you have Survivor fans come through here, because a lot of the people that watch our show are adventure seekers in their own life, it will be a very cool thing for those people to say, this is where the Survivor Fiji seasons were shot.
Yeah, exactly.
I've traveled with Survivor all over the world to a lot of island communities. This is top 3 in terms of just experiences that I've had with what you can do here, the clarity of the water, the kindness of the people. And as far as the shooting location, it's #1 because of all those reasons. What do you see when people come visit Fiji for the first time? What is typically their takeaway?
We're actually voted the #1 most happiest place in the world here in Fiji.
Really?
Yeah, we are. People coming to Fiji, they just fall in love with it after they've been here for the first time. I've met so many visitors that after their first time here, they come back over and over and over again because it's so safe. It's just got that natural beauty in terms of the turquoise blue waters, the white sandy beaches. It's got something for everybody.
One thing I want to ask you about that seems to be overwhelming to me is there is a sense of community.
Oh, most definitely.
How is Blue Lagoon connected to that community service idea?
We actually have our own organization, which is called Vinaka Fiji. And it's the way that our company can say Vinaka, which means thank you. And that's thank you to the Fijian people, in particular the Asawa Islands, for opening up their homes and welcoming all of our visitors each and every year, every single day, to come and see their beautiful slice of paradise out there. So through Vinaka Fiji, we have different programs. For instance, we have a water harvesting programs, poultry farms, helping to set up the food bank out into the islands, which is really beneficial for the local people when we have natural disasters like cyclones, which, as you know, we had 2 that came through recently, so that was a very big help for the people in the Asawas. We've also got a marine conservation program, so in terms of regenerating the reefs, manta ray research. We also have the education program, and that works hand in hand with the Navuti District School, so helping to increase the levels of numeracy and literacy in terms of the children out in the Asawa Islands. Blue Lagoon Cruises actually donates a sum through to Vinaka, Fiji to keep it running. We also invite volunteers to come across and participate in the programs. And with Awesome Adventures Fiji, from every single package that we have with our passengers traveling out to the Asawas, a donation from each of those packages go directly into the Vinaka Fiji organization to help all of the people up in the Asawas. So,
Well, I got to say two things. You're a great spokesperson
Oh, thank
because
you.
I learned a lot and I already thought I knew some of this. And the second thing is we love making our show.
Sure.
We love making Survivor. And one of the biggest obstacles we have to overcome is finding a community that will work with us so that it can be a win-win. We can show your country to the world. You will help allow us to do the show. And you guys have been instrumental in us shooting here. And I want to give you a big Bula hug.
thank you.
Thank you, Leilani. That was
Most
awesome.
welcome, Vinaka.